So this video is going to be more like a sales pitch because, well, let's be honest. Nobody's buying these Cory Kispert trade rumors. No one. Dude, I freaking threw a fundraiser yesterday near Chinatown trying to raise awareness regarding Cory Kispert's three-point shot, and no one came. I invited all 30 GMs, including Will Dawkins. I was like, he can use a rebrushing on this. No one came. So you know what? This is what we're going to do. Because here in the DMV, we don't sit and pout. Actually, no, we do something about sometimes. But we sit and pout creatively. We're going to band together. We're going to brush off our marketing degrees. And we're going to do this together. We're going to spread the good word, Kispert.
That's what I would say of my defense. Like, I want to be a much better defender than I am now, but I'm a whole hell of a lot better than I was 3 years ago. So, super positive on that end. But the exciting part is there's a lot more to uncover. There's a lot more to get better at. I'm still going to be working to kind of unravel that stigma, that stereotype about me, but by no means where I aim to be.
He's a great dude, a really good dude. And before I continue on with this video, I in no way want to degrade, demean, or tarnish any of his overall personality or who he is as a player or a person, because since joining the Wizards in 2021, he has been a model of consistency. He has played in at least 74 games since joining us in 2021. Well, besides last year, and I'll talk about last year a little bit. A career 38% from the three. Like, you can't say a bad thing about Cory Kispert. Every Wizards fan know this. He's a good dude. He's a great dude. The fuck, I dare you to say something bad about him. You can't. You can't. You're going to feel guilty. You're going to run to your priest 3 minutes later. I tried. Trust me, I did it. I ran to my priest. So, Cory Kispert's time here in DC is pretty much run its course. But not regarding him, but regarding the current situation. Cory Kispert's the lone leftover from the Tommy Shepard era. And also, we currently have a logjam here at the wing position. But the writing's on the wall. And we all know this. Even Corey. You'll be the first one to tell you that. So yeah, man, I'm going to talk about Corey in this video. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I would truly appreciate it. So to start off this video, I want to ask the viewers a question. What exactly can Cory Kispert fetch in the NBA trade market? Because in my eyes, I'm thinking it's either two things. Cap space, like the Jordan Poole trade, or second round picks. How many second round picks? I don't know. Listen, I'm going to be straightforward. When we got scorned in the lottery, and y'all know how I freaking reacted to that video, I was thinking to myself, we could trade Corey for a late first. I was full of emotion. I was yelling. I was filled with Mountain Dew and anger. And, I was wrong. I was dead wrong. Because after reading the market spoke back to me, spoke back to Will Dawkins, spoke back to all of us. We ain't getting a first-round pick from Cory Kispert. I was even thinking a low first-round pick 28, pick 29, nothing. So, we didn't trade him in the NBA draft. It just has me thinking, who will be interested? The Blazers? The Warriors? The Spurs? The Kings? If you think about it, every NBA team can use a sharpshooter, a guy who's 38% from the three. Now, before I continue, I do want to state this. For any opposing team that's watching this video, the main reason why we're trading Corey, or we want to trade Corey, is because, well, there's no minutes for him here. We recently acquired Cam Whitmore, drafted Will Riley. You know, Will Riley plays a little bit of 4 as well. We want to see guys like Justin Champagnie play. Cory Kispert's 26, and we got guys who are 20, 21, 22, who we really want to see. We really want to see continue to develop. We want to see what we have in them. We know what we have in Cory Kispert. So Cory Kispert doesn't fit in our short-term plans or even our long-term plans, unfortunately. Not a knock against Cory Kispert. It's just a knock on the current situation. So, yeah, that's the main reason why we got to trade Cory Kispert. Cory Kispert last year, it's going to hurt me to say this, but he had a down year last year. 36% from the three, which is second worst in his NBA career. Minutes were inconsistent. He ended the season in March in a thumb injury. Granted, he said this in his exit interview, so I want to make sure that, this doesn't diminish his value. He said this.
First of all, as far as injuries that require surgery, this one is really minor as far as recoveries go. And if you recover the way that you're supposed to and you listen to the doctor's orders, like it's like you were going to recover to a point like the surgery never even happened. I got it reevaluated like a week ago, and I'm right on track, right on time, and looking forward to like having an entire summer. You know, if we were in the playoffs and if our season was 3 weeks longer, like I'd be playing again.
So yeah, the thumb injury, non-existent. His summer workout plan is still going into full effect. So yeah, but I want to show you this though first, because for those non-Wizards fans, and I know there's a lot of y'all, these are his shooting splits for month by month. He started off the season poorly, but as the season progressed, he started getting his shot back. Exactly, the month of February, 45% from the three. This man was full of love, and he was delivering love, you know. But then March, he screwed himself over, shooting 30% from the three. Granted, he only played limited amount of games, 8 games, but that kind of screwed over his three-point shot. He ended the season averaging 36% from the three. Pretty low for a guy, honestly, who's known for that. But Cory Kispert is not only just a marksman from the three-point land, he's also a great slasher. You know, granted, his defense is still a work in progress, but he's very cognizant of that. His defense is just, you know, his help defense is much better. His help defense is much better since his rookie year. He can finish through some contact. But regarding his defense, though, because these are his defensive ratings, you know, from over the years. You know, 122, 123. Last year, 123. You know, for those who don't know, a defensive rating that's above 120, you're pretty much abysmal. You know, but I feel like these numbers don't really tell the entire full story. But even with that, you think he's a negative on the floor, but he's not. Last year, he was a plus-minus of 5.4 on the floor, which means the Wizards are much better with him on the floor than they are without him. Cory Kispert offers value. And again, he's only 26. And also, his contract. Look at his contract. Man has 3 years left. $13 million a year. Last year's a club option. It's not a bad contract. If he would revert back to 2 years ago, Cory Kispert, this is an amazing contract. I honestly wouldn't say amazing, but it's a good contract. You know? So, with that in mind, we spoke about Cory the Dude. Let's speak about the mustache. We gotta talk about the mustache. Look at the mustache. It's a good dude. It's a good. Look at the hair. Look at the hair. I feel like I'm like that girl on freaking The Price is Right, and just like, you know. But you know, so if I'm an opposing team, and obviously I'm in need of shooting, and obviously I'm a playoff team, I feel like I will be willing to roll the dice on Cory Kispert right now. Now that his value is, I'd say, a little bit lower than it was last year. Especially because of his, you know, inconsistencies regarding for the three last year. Again, I don't want to say, I'm not trying, I feel like I'm using words like stuck, you know, divorce or whatever, you know, as more of like a demeaning term towards Cory. It's not regarding this Cory. It's regarding the direction that we are going and the direction that he is going himself. You know, we're going in opposite directions. He is in a win now mode. We are not in a win now mode. Cory Kispert can contribute to a win now team. But yeah, man, you guys let me know. Honestly, I made this video just to see all the trade packages that y'all have envisioned up. I've seen some online regarding Cory Kispert and, you know, for a second round pick and, you know, cap fillers, you know, but I can't really think of one. Somebody said in the stream yesterday, Cory Kispert for Robert Williams of the Blazers. Robert Williams is on an expiring deal. Cory Kispert could help the Blazers out with shooting, which they need. Cory Kispert will be back with Denny Avdija, since, you know, that dude, I forgot his name. When he offered that trade, what do y'all think of this trade? Cory Kispert for Robert Williams. Robert Williams on an expiring deal. We are off of Cory Kispert's final 3 years of his contract, which means we even have more money to play with next year when we have $110 million of cap space. And the Blazers get a sharpshooter. This is the offer right now that I'm looking at right now. You guys let me know, please. I will admit this, though, before I end this video. Wherever Cory Kispert goes, you best believe I'll be rooting for him. I will be rooting for Cory Kispert. You know, he's a guy who's just a model of consistency. He's not going to complain. He's going to put his head down, work, raise the vibes, and I truly wish him well. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think. What are the trade packages that you have for Cory Kispert, and do you like this idea of Cory Kispert for Robert Williams and his expiring deal? If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I would truly appreciate it. Till next video. Peace. Wizards Nation, I want to show y'all something. Even though I love Cory and I gave him a whole wedding speech and shit right now, look at this. He was drafted 15th overall. The pick right after him, Alperen Şengün. Whoo! Couple picks after Alperen Şengün, Trey Murphy. Whoo!
I'm gonna kill myself!
Couple picks after Trey Murphy, Jalen Johnson. Oh shit! The knife is going deeper. Couple picks after Jalen Johnson, Quentin Grimes. Couple picks after Quentin Grimes, Cam Thomas. Tommy Shepard.